Um. Well, all right. Yeah. Let me just. You know what? All right, then I can just. Just do a standard stretch real quick. Because I don't think it really deserves that much of a break, honestly. I think I could just keep going. Whew. Oh. Woo. Okay, you guys ever stretch so much like you feel like the blood like resurge in your body?
Yeah.
Oh, that was that feeling just now. Woo. I think that I am downing a bit of drink there. Oh. Okay. Let's keep going then.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the test we had performed earlier.
Tests?
Yes, tests on the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree.
Oh yeah, that! I totally forgot about it.
That's the weapon that Naya Fey used when she fought with the victim.
So, what are the results? Was it the victim's blood or...
Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible. However, there's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood. That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial.
So it wasn't Misty's blood in the dagger. Then whose was it? Dagger updated in the court record.
I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims.
I understand, Your Honor.
What I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking, so let's finish this quickly.
Agreed.
Very well. Please bring in the last witness.
Oh,
baby. Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright and Co-op offices.
Oh, Maya.
According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the Korean channeling technique.
I'm frightened. The Fey clan. I don't want any more to do with it. Or the crackling.
Oh no. Her frightened. She's so frightened. She's crackling. Oh, Maya. The pain the Fey bloodline causes must be unbearable.
Very well. Now then, Miss Fey. When the event occurred, you were in the garden of the inner temple. And you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Dodom's murder. Is this correct?
I didn't see any...
Straighten up this instant, young lady.
Huh?
Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
But I...
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There is nothing you can do to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out, and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen?
Witness, if you please.
Yes, Your Honor.
It feels so weird to have to cross-examine her.
She's always been the culprit. This
Yeah.
is the only time she's ever been a witness.
This is insane.
I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness.
Oh.
I got her little frown there. It's just breaking my heart. The little scrunkle frown.
Scrunkly.
So it's been, yeah. Like, now it hits more, right? We seen it, like, before, but, like, in this context, it's just... Oof.
So you were struck on the head. I suppose it must have been this staff.
Maya! The person who hit you! It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was.
Maya, think hard.
Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
Can't say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone.
It seems that it will be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all.
I don't feel so good, Nick.
I'm fine. Oh wait, I was passing to the guard on the way this way. Maybe we should ask what she was doing there real quick. Who else was on the inner temple side that night?
Well, Sister Bikini, of course. But I remember her saying that Iris would be coming later as well.
The day after the incident, Edgeworth met Bikini Hazakura Temple. That means she couldn't be the criminal. So then, did Iris actually come later like she said?
Well, let me think.
She seems confused. It's probably because she's so tired.
No, I'm sure I didn't see her. She must have come while I was preparing for the training. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head.
Oh yeah, that's right. Who's that? That is testimony. Wow.
All good. Stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern.
I will say you should press everything. I remember there is a funny thing she does say in one of this. I just don't remember which one you press.
Okay. You know what? Considering I'm kind of unclear on where we're gonna hit her with, like, might as well.
I mean, sure, I got hit over with the head, over in the head. So.
Charu. Okay, who did it? Who hit you?
Churu.
Who helped you?
Jafar?
Jafar?
Well, not Jafar. I didn't see who it was. I was hit from behind.
You didn't see the person? But after that, your attacker
Yes,
was in
Nick,
front of you.
I just said that.
But after that, your attacker was in front of you. How could you not see who it was?
Oh, let me think for a sec. I'm sorry, I just can't remember.
I was really having a hard time. What should I do? Oh, man. Okay. Come on, Maya. This isn't making sense. Why didn't you see this person?
Well, let me think. It was, oh yeah, that's right. It was dark, that's it.
Yeah, we did establish this.
It was dark?
It's not good to have too much light around when someone is undergoing spiritual training.
Come to think of it, there was earlier testimony to that effect as well. So it was dark in the garden on the night of the crime. We can definitely confirm that.
Which is why she didn't see her attacker. I thought maybe she was trying to hide something, but I guess not.
Judging by the testimony thus far, the identity of the attacker was most likely...
The spirit that was channeled by Elise Donham, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Very well. Please continue with your testimony. What happened after you were struck on the head?
Okay, question. Did you ever think that Dahlia's hair color is natural, or did she dye it?
I think she dyed it, and she's naturally the same hair color as Iris.
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
Damn. Gotta keep the roots dyed too. Consistency, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If her hair was that red, she would have bleached the shit out of it.
I mean, I guess in a way it would make sense, especially in the visual context.
It naturally turned red with blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Star.
goodness. Yeah, the more bloodlust she gained, the more red it got. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? It could be
Actually,
natural.
her ghost had red hair too, so maybe it is natural.
Yeah, because like, I mean, you could end up brown and then it just ends up changing color.
Because the thing is that obviously we don't know what her father looks like. So maybe her dad had red hair, or had red hair, or carried red hair genetics.
Or yeah, I would say maybe red hair genetics.
I think for me it would be safe to say that Dahlia's natural hair is black.
I think I would check my statement. Yeah, I'll say it's natural. But I like the idea that turning into a killer just turns your hair red too.
Yeah, the only thing that's causing me to hesitate from saying naturally black hair is because her ghost has red hair. That's literally it.
Oh, that is true.
What happened afterwards?
My attacker was in front of me, blocking off my escape. I think.
You think?
After getting hit like that, I was in a state of panic. There was only two things rolling around in my mind at the time.
Well now, this is beginning to get interesting.
So what were the two things rolling around in your mind?
My name is Maya Faye. 1 + 1 = 2. You see, for some crazy reason, I was afraid I was gonna lose my memory. I know it's odd considering my life was in danger, but that's how it was.
No, you know what? I respect that, actually.
I don't know why I thought 1 + 1 = I don't know.
She's had a million things happen to her. Why not amnesia too?
Yeah.
I should have been thinking of steak or burgers.
That's what I thought she was going to say for a minute. I was like, 2. Burgers are my favorite food.
Well, that's not odd at all. Your actions are understandable given the circumstances. So, what did you do then?
You think you screamed, but you're not sure.
Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I'm not a child. I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits.
Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my robes.
I thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought that it was my last hope.
Wow, it sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. Yeah, you didn't fucking catch that the last few... Okay. But I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do I do? Do I press her for more details?
Yes,
Wait a
Ava,
minute, Maya. Wait a minute, Ava.
Ava, wait a minute. Why is Ava? I'm just kidding. Keep going.
What is this my last hope stuff?
What? What do you mean by your last hope? Like Star
No.
Wars?
No. That's what you said. You said my last hope.
Huh? What? I said what?
Look, you were facing the attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, "Help me!"
Yeah.
But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope.
Oh, well, it's like... what do you call it when that happens?
Oh, Maya's not doing so well up there.
Oh, yeah, Oh, that's right! I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at.
What did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming to for help.
Stabbed at the stomach. Pearls.
Ah!
What is it now?
I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out.
Huh?
Just that.
Huh?
Witness, are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? That behind the attacker there was another person?
I meant to keep that part a secret. What have I done?
Huh. It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say.
You know, I kind of understand the context of that one.
A ton of pressure.
You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber.
Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony.
I could see a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone lantern.
A man? What? Who was this man?
Well, you see, I couldn't see.
You couldn't see? She used this excuse twice now.
Well, you know, lantern light isn't very bright.
Lantern light, did you say?
There's a great big stone lantern in the garden. We always light it when the acolyte is there for training.
You just said it was dark.
Hey, you know what they say. Under the lantern, darkness reigns. So I could see the person who was farther away, but not my attacker who was closer. Plus, there aren't any other light sources in the garden at the time.
What the fuck is she talking about? Like, what? Okay. Alright. Yeah, alright. There's a figure of a man. What the hell? That's confusing. You don't mean... was it...
I didn't know it at the time, but... I think it was probably blood.
Is she saying that's when Miss Donham, who was channeling Dahlia, was stabbed in the back by the killer?
At that moment, I was paralyzed with fear. I was just sitting there in the snow. I was just sitting there, not menacingly. I'm sure blood got on everything around me.
At the intersection of Conch and Coral, were you, Maya?
So what happened next?
I don't remember.
How were you saved? You don't even remember that?
No. I haven't got any idea. I really don't know what happened at all.
That's too bad.
I've worked side by side with Maya for 2 years now. I can tell when she's trying to hide something by how she acts. And right now, I'm absolutely certain she's hiding something. Oh yeah, we definitely got that. That extra evidence kind of helps. I mean, that extra bit of testimony kind of helps, but... What the fuck was she misinterpreted as a... Who was she thinking was a man?
the blood doesn't match the victims. You could see a man behind the attacker, but oh, well, that's not the real conflict, is there? Yeah. So there was a man standing behind your attacker?
Yeah.
That man, he's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elise Donan, otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother.
The killer. I'm just thinking of it as like the poison for Cusco.
Poison for Cusco. The poison's designed specifically to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh my god. Maya, you know who killed your mother, don't you? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? To be frank, Your Honor, I think she is in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed the huge problem with her testimony.
Huh? What do you mean? What problem?
Maya, on the night of the crime, that stone lantern was out of commission.
Huh? What?
It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night.
What?
Oh damn, she's got some platforms. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godot, explain this!
Add the pureness to milk to the perfect clear darkness of coffee. Stir. That is the state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of cafe au lait.
Cafe au laits? Is that even legal?
Mr. Trite's words are the milk and you are the spoon. Your Honor.
I'm a spoon? I'm no spoony bard, I'll have you know.
That is an amazing reference.
Final Fantasy 4 reference.
That's so good.
Okay, so there's one point where one of the main party members he's insulting another character and he calls that character a spoony bard.
Oh,
That
no.
was yeah, localization only. Thank
Oh,
you, Ted
that's
Lucy.
that's
Yeah.
so funny. Is he a big spoon or a little spoon?
You seen that man? Big spoon.
I'm a big spoon.
You must have noticed it too, Trite. This witness's mental state is highly unstable right now. Well, join the club, girl. It's not hard to understand why she
Yo,
would make a
mental
little
illness
mistake like
moment.
that.
Yeah. A lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of like everything else. She's hungry. Sorry, but that's not gonna cut it.
What did you say?
If there truly was no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness's last bit of testimony.
Nick?
May I? Recall the witness's statement about her attacker. She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witnesses could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker, and she quite clearly described him as a man.
Ah!
In other words, that would have to mean that Maya actually saw our mystery person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker.
No!
Order! 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 What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Miss Faye saw the real killer under pitch black conditions?
Right? Do you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene.
There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Godot. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark, and now you're trying to cover for him. Cover? For the man that killed her mother? There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is.
Who is this man? It is you. Marry me, Rebecca. No.
I'm sorry. I keep thinking like that's what I've been thinking about. Like that Bravest Warriors episode where like a cat bug is just like playing out a drama.
Please, Nick. I don't know anything. Please. I'm begging you.
You talk a good game, Trite, but let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff.
No, Nick, don't. Please, stop.
Maya is dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth. The truth? All right, Mr. Wright, time to show us what you've got. Who is this person that you say Miss Faye saw in the darkness? Call me insane. But I'm...
Okay, you're insane.
Yeah. I'm willing
Easy.
to wait. It looks like you're proving a well-known fact. The fact that people really can't see in the dark. Ugh.
You're just the man I thought you were. You should try a nice sweet cafe au lait at least once in your life, Trite.
Oh, I didn't realize. That's so funny.
But I'm sure she saw the killer in the dark. So the answer is clear. What is visible in the dark?
Ah, the fucking drip. The coffee drip.
What did you present?
Pearl, I think.
Yeah, I guess I gotta abandon that notion. I'm thoroughly convinced that's the next best thing you can see. There are some things that you can see in the dark. Fuck. You ain't seen Larry, that's for sure. Now, if the killer wasn't there, I need to remind myself who the killer was possessed by, because... Oh, fuck. I really lost my train of thought then. I really fucked up. I refuse to believe that there was a guy. But... Larry's doesn't make sense. Alright, hang on. Let me just assume I'm on the right path here. Let me just throw this one out. Yeah, okay. There was literally no other person that could... Oh.
Also, I like when the screen turned black and we can hear the music dip a little bit and then fade back in. I like that.
This is... Okay. It had to be a man. Okay. I wanted to... Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, the visor should be the only thing you can see in the dark. Especially Rick.
I don't know if you can remember Recipe for Turnabout, but during Tigre's breakdown, it causes a blackout.
Yeah, I do remember that, but What I don't understand is we haven't exactly gotten evidence that would connect them to it, other than the fact that he's been integral with us for so long, he had to show up at some point. You know? So I'm like, where was the evidence that told us that he was there? Because those are leaps of logic. If I were to say, well, he wasn't there during the first day, so, you know, he was doing something. Whatever. Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily. I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible. Yes? What? But how do you propose to show us something like that?
No, it's easy. We just need to recreate the conditions of that night.
Conditions?
Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all the lights in this courtroom be turned off.
What is this? But it can't be.
That was a nice bit of deduction. Trite.
Well, everyone, this is the man Maya saw on the night of the murder.
Order! 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 Prosecutor Godot, what is the meaning of this? Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. But why aren't you denying it?
I'm sorry. Huh. Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person.
What do you mean by that?
If you've got a question, ask the witness. It's one of my rules.
Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights?
Well, witness, answer the question.
You're wrong. I never saw that.
Maya!
I thought the person that said my mother was a man for a totally different reason.
What?
Witness! Mr. Wright!
Stop your chattering, Your Honor.
Chattering?
Yeah, just like that. If it's worth asking, ask the witness. It's one of my rules.
The only thing you should be chattering is chia.
Chia.
It's because I'm bald, isn't it? Is that why you made that remark?
Yes.
Somebody forgot to water the top of this chia pet.
All right. We could save the bald jokes for later. Well then, let's continue with the testimony. Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize until after I woke up, but
Interesting.
when I came to, I was just lying there in the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. The torches were lit and the body was gone. And all of the snow around the snow lantern had been carefully cleaned up too.
Whoa.
Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man.
So it was after the crime took place that this witness came to think the killer was a man.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No need to apologize. It is Mr. Godot said. You're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the culprit was a man.
Yes.
Mr. Wright, Proceed with your cross-examination.
Oops, I'll be right back. I have to feed Ava.
All good. What you gotta do? Let's see. Torches were lit. Body was gone. Torches were lit. The body was gone. The killer certainly went through a lot of trouble, moving the body by pendulum, manipulating the crime scene. But for what purpose? Why do all that? Maybe Maya knows more than she's letting on. Oh, it's a pressing moment. Okay. Torches were lit and the body was gone. Let's figure this one out. So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It did look really odd. The snow was removed in an unnatural-looking rectangular shape around the lantern.
There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple. But they're all really heavy. Way too heavy for me to use.
An odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow anyway?
Well, there's one thing I can think of. Didn't you say that a lot of the victims' blood sprayed onto the snow?
Yeah. The area I collapsed in, kind of it being splattered.
In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the bloody snow. I think that's the most reasonable explanation.
Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with the blood on it, there was no need to remove that amount.
That's true. He could have scooped up just the snow that was just stained with blood.
It looks like there are some mysteries behind this issue.
But I think this will help explain them.
Sorry. I'm trying my best.
No, you're doing good. You're doing all right. Honestly, it's like that for me trying to do the voice too.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that you never saw the killer, right?
Yes.
But earlier you very clearly stated that you saw a man behind your attacker.
Nick, I'm sorry.
The killer certainly went through a lot of trouble. Moving the body by pendulum? Oh. There's something else we have to figure out. So you lost consciousness when you were in the garden, is that right?
Yes. I think it happened when the victim was stabbed.
So then the person that carried you into the inner temple.
It could have only been the killer.
That's what I think, too.
So the killer carried Maya into the inner temple. Okay. When did you wake up? Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
But why would the killer tamper with a crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide.
I don't know.
It looks like she doesn't have enough confidence. I think I need to gather some more information before I ask her again.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
Welcome
it's
back.
Welcome back. Okay, it's one of those. Grab all the information and then come back to that one, press it. The torches were lit?
Yes, that's how I noticed the whole CI change.
I'm going to say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be?
The killer probably lit them since it'd be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body?
That's true. It's hard to see how that would be any advantage to the killer. The only one who would gain anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya.
Very well. Let me hear some more about the condition, the crime scene, blah, blah, blah. 2, 3.
That was all the information, wasn't it? Yeah. You pressed everything. Maybe we can come back to this now? Let's see. You know, the killer must have done it. Why would the killer tamper at the crime scene? There's something that the killer desperately wanted to hide.
The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something.
You did?
Yes. I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence for me. For my sake.
What? Hiding it for you?
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden...
She may have thought that you had done it.
Oh, she definitely would have thought so. And you're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
There we go. It goes for my sake to the clerk in the public. Well, let's press it. Fuck it. They did it for your sake.
Well, if the body and the blood hadn't been removed, I would have immediately been the prime suspect, right?
Yes, I suppose that's true.
And if that happened, the body would have caused some other problems too. If her real identity had come out right then, it would have been terrible. Master Karain killed my own daughter. I don't think Maya would have been able to handle it.
But still, it's rather difficult to fathom the killer's motives. What reason is there to go through that much trouble to protect you?
But if that's the case, then they should have picked us up then, wouldn't they? Huh? Guess not. I guess that doesn't work. Driving, but I'm glad to catch this part. We'll have it on speaker. Okay. Alright, Wales. Make sure you're driving. Stop staring at the phone. Look at the door. Look at the highway, Wales.
Drive safe.
Drive
Be
safe.
Wales.
Have a good move. I assume you're moving the rest of your stuff.
I think that's what. Yeah, I'm assuming so too. Will should be on that moment.
You can confirm after you're done driving.
Yeah.
Please confirm after you're done driving. Use your blinkers. Okay.
I like where Koja's head is at.
Yeah, well, we can read this. Stop reading this. It's my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what happened. But then what the fuck is this? Oh, well, hang on. Should we press it? Yeah. The body of Elise Stoneham was carried all the way to Hasakura Temple's courtyard. Then at the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood and scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe all of this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd.
Oh? And what would that be?
You must have figured it out by now, Mr. Godot. It's the message written in blood on the lantern. It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya.
Ah,
If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why didn't they wipe the writing off the lantern? What's up?
You're right. Excuse you, it spells aha, not Maya.
No.
Get it right.
Right.
Order! 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 But Mr. Wright, isn't it a fact that the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene?
Indeed, but it doesn't make much sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow. Did not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing.
The bloody writing. No.
But if that's the case, do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all the snow, but then leave the bloody writing on the lantern?
You tell me, Red Eyes. I don't know what the killer's plan was, but it's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it.
Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Why did the killer leave the message written in blood on the lantern?
He didn't notice it. Prosecutor Godot, early in this trial, you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Hey, that was a pretty good impression of me. Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought.
Thank you. The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that the crime had occurred there. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the fucking bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it.
Fucking disgusting.
Bottle of water.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Ha.
That first one is definitely an
row.
alpha.
Row.
Yeah.
Row.
Low. I see it. Oh, low.
I read this. Orqua.
Maya's name's written on it. Yeah, your name is.
The torches were all lit and everything. There's no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that.
I still see it as Maya written to catch up. Yeah. I've been acknowledging it, Coach. It's a good joke. I like it. The burger was spilt. You're right. There is no way any normal person would.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
There's only one person involved in this incident who could have missed
Who isn't
seeing.
normal?
Yeah, who isn't normal?
Yeah.
Well, who's the Joker? Who's this person that failed to notice the bloody writing?
Gumshoe, you idiot! No.
If he accidentally presented him, I would have laughed.
Wash that off.
Yeah.
Wash that off. Hold on. I still have that, don't worry.
Good. You gotta. Did David show that on the stream the last time?
I
The
think I
line came
did.
up.
I don't know if I did, but I know I screenshotted it.
Don't worry. I got it.
Mr. Godot, this is what you said yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
Wow, really? Is that correct, Mr. Godot?
This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented.
Oh, there's something written on this. Wow, hi. It's written in blood.
Yeah.
Nonsense. This lantern, it's
It's
as
flash-
clean as a whistle.
This flashback is as clear as a whistle.
This flashback is... Mr. Godot, just a minute. You saw the flashback. There's certain colors you can't see, correct?
There's certain colors you can't flashback.
It's gonna be like... That has to be like the hashtag if we get somebody just flashback this or something. You can't see red on a white background, can you? You can't see flashback on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once before, during the poisoning case at Très Bien.
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. And somehow spilled coffee on.
I think we skipped the line.
Something's still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the blood stain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
See, I passed that off as ketchup.
What don't play games, prosecutor? You know the stain that's smeared all over the apron?
That's ridiculous. Nobody told me anything about a crackle or a bloodstain.
You get better connection.
You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red.
It was red.
It was red.
Huh. It's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't see them?
So then, Mr. Godot, are you admitting it? Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern?
That's probably why he missed that thing too.
Hey, Gramps, didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea.
I wasn't sure about it until now, but I just can't believe it. Prosecutor Godot is the murderer. But
Yeah, Godot, have you considered just not drinking from a white mug?
yeah, if he drinks from a red mug, is it invisible? He's like, where'd my coffee go? There's no going back now.
Oh, Josh.
I finally figured out the truth. Mr. Godot, the defense at this time formally accuses you. You are the murderer of Miss Elise Donham, also known as Miss Misty Fey.
It's hard to believe this may be true. However, once again, Mr. Wright has brought up a disquieting fact about you.
Ah. Just make sure you don't fill out the indictment in red ink, Gramps.
Should probably just throw down a save for the hell of it.
Pretty swag line, to be honest.
Yeah.
Come on. How does a little graffiti make me into the killer? Besides, it's not like it's my name that's written there.
I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color
Red.
This is rich. Do go on, Trite.
The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
In the snow? How so?
Well, for example, why did the killer move all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself.
If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, and it just take out just the area.
I don't sound like that.
I don't sound like that. Yeah, oh, could it be?
Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow. And so he had to remove all the snow. He couldn't be sure where the blood had landed, so he just removed the whole area. That is true. Yeah.
Isn't it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark?
Not a chance. The torches were all lit. He would have been able to see just fine.
It seems that once again this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. You should probably save again.
What I did expect, however, was that save.
Yes. You're very anxious, right? You're gonna have more confidence in yourself. And you, Mr.
He's
Godot.
not capable of that.
For real? For real.
And Mr. Godot, can you explain this?
Maya?
But wait just a minute.
Maya!
What is it, witness?
Mr. Godot isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come to the inner temple until 2 days after the murder took place. He didn't show up until after that old bridge got fixed up.
Objection!
Maya, you can't testify to something like that.
Why? What do you mean? I may not look like it, but I'm... Eek!
After the murder happened, you didn't even exist.
She didn't. I'm afraid I don't follow.
Are you senile, old man? We established this a little while ago. After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, that's right.
Please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony. Nick, please listen to me.
Maya, do you plan to go cover for Godot no matter what the cost? If that's the case, then I've got no choice. Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her.
Ah, nicely done, Trite.
Very well. Let's hear the witness's testimony. Please tell us what happened at the inner temple after the murder.
Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling. My spirit left me, as it were. But little Pearlie was there at the inner temple, too.
Okay, so now we're getting into Pearl's account. Okay, I do have that ready. Alright, let's do it.
Pearlie was also stuck at the inner temple side that night. The next morning, she looked around but couldn't find anyone. The next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room. That's when Mr. Godot arrived at the inner temple for the first time. He found Pearlie first and cheered her right up.
Who is this Pearlie?
That's my little cousin, Pearl Faye.
So, when did you hear about this?
Oh, just a while ago, when I was in the medical office.
I'm terribly sorry, but what you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony.
What? Come on!
Everyone else does it.
Pearlie would never tell a lie. She's a way more honest person than I'll ever be.
My God, Maya.
Real smart, Maya. You always know the best things to say when you're under oath.
Ha! The prosecution has no objection. We believe the witness.
Mr. Godot!
Let's just move on to the cross-examination. If the defense has no objections.
This is highly unusual, but... well, Mr. Wright?
Let's get this cross-examination started. Well, they drink things with more than 3 letters. Yeah, that's funny. I drink piss, too. That's 4 letters. That is true. We can't testify to this. Next morning, she looked around. She couldn't find anyone. Let's figure that one out. She searched the entire inner temple side, end to end?
Well, you see, Pearlie gets pretty scared when she's alone. And there weren't that many places to look. She said that she even went back and forth several times.
The inner temple side has 2 structures, the training hall and the spare prep room.
And there's also a storage shack, I think. That's about it.
There was a storage shack too? Pearls was looking for other people, right? Would she have really examined the storage shack all that carefully?
Well, if it was me, that would be the first place I would investigate.
So that means it's possible that someone may have been hiding in the storage shack.
And the bridge was finally fixed. She was in the spare prep room. Let me figure something out real quick. What evidence do we have? The stoner was murdered. Got the sketch. Got the burnt letter. Got the oh damn! What the hell's going on? Oh. Something's going on with the computer right now that is chugging right now. Hold on. Yeah, let me see if let me start closing some things real quick. Let me close the music. That's super weird. I highly doubt this is the game actually acting up right now.
Sounds normal to me.
Yeah, I guess it's on my end though. That's the weird thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. Come on, we're almost done. Why is it acting like that? Hold on, let me check Task Manager real quick. Cause I'm not a fan of that. Like, I know y'all can't see it, but for me that's bothersome.
Is your Defender decided to start a scan?
I don't think I have Defender working in the background. Let's see, the only thing at the moment, OBS is... Let's see, OBS... Firefox? Oh, I do have a page of Firefox open. Let me get rid of that. Looks like it's coming specifically from OBS. Thing is, I don't know what's causing it. Weird. Well, I guess we just have to roll the punches. Okay, I really don't know what it is. Okay. Next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room. Let's figure this one out. So it was your first time on the inner temple side, Mr. Godot?
That's funny. Am I imagining things, or did the defense ask me a question?
Mr. Wright, please save your questions for the witness.
What you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony. Those are your words, Your Honor.
Touche, Mr. Wright. Oh well. What do you have to say, Mr. Godot?
Tucci.
Ouchie.
Tucci, Mr. Wright.
Hot nights and even hotter coffee. That's what I always say. If it hadn't have been for this case, I never would have visited there. A freezing cold temple in the mountains. I think I'll pass. Catch me in Cabo.
So, catch me at Sakato. So he had never visited Hasakura Temple or the Inner Temple, huh?
You want to say something, Trite?
In any case, I have to find a crack in Godot's armor. Well, I cross-examined Maya, that is.
Very well. Please go on with your testimony. After fixing the bridge, the policeman came over to the inner temple side, right?
Yes, then Mr. Godot.
Felt probably first to Actually, you know what it was? I think it was just all the shit I have in my court record right now. I think it couldn't handle like that in the OBS.
What do you have, like, Word open or something?
No, not that either. I just, like, all I know is I went in here and then it started chugging. It was probably a combination that just wasn't sitting well with the game. Weird. He cheered her up?
That's what Pearlie said. She said she was a very nice older gentleman. Thank you for looking after my cousin, Mr. Godot.
And here I was thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict.
Wow, okay. Cut it out. You're making me blush.
This guy is really beginning to get on my nerves in more ways than one.
The truth is, there aren't that many places to look on the Inner Temple side. The policemen were all busy going over the garden with fine-tooth combs. So I decided to carry out an investigation in my own way, Godot style.
And I'm the same way. I like to hand out verdicts in my own way, judge style.
Maybe I should ask some questions, Phoenix style. That's so stupid, I love it. You said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything?
It looks like my investigation went about as well as yours, Trite. After all, I did miss the bloody writing on the lantern.
Well, I didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, Goggles.
The only odd thing I discovered was the beauty in the training hall. Sorry, I just was not expecting him to call him Goggles.
Yeah. Alright, Goggle boy! Beauty?
Misty Faye, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
Western taste? Could he find a stranger way to describe gravy?
So from there you headed for the prep room.
Wait a second, what did Godot say just now? I think I just found his proverbial weak spot. There's only one thing of any importance here. Where was Godot when the murder was taking place? He must have already been at the Inner Temple when it happened. Otherwise, he couldn't have killed at least Dono. He saw... Oh. Does that mean he saw the Misty Face scroll? Mr. Godot, the first time you crossed Dusky Bridge and went into the Inner Temple was long before the murder took place.
What? Why do you say that?
Because he just made one fatal slip-up. The hanging scroll in the training hall.
Hanging scroll?
But... Mr. Godot is right. That scroll shows a picture of my mother.
Maya, I know you know who it is, but here's something you didn't know. By the time the bridge had been repaired 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this.
Oh, what's that wonderfully delicious smell?
The morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy.
Gosh, that gravy is 2 days old. Why, it does not smell good. Get out of here.
Gravy?
Yeah, what the
But why
fuck?
gravy, Nick?
There must be some like magic gravy or some shit, man.
It's got the Faye magic in it.
Yeah, the face sauce. Because
Oops,
gravy.
sorry, I'm gonna grab dinner. I probably heard that. Oops. Oh well.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. You're good. You're good dinner. Because gravy was much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Mr. Godot, if you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have had any way of knowing it was Misty Faye. Ooh. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, Nick.
Oh, sorry. I can do it.
Yes?
Take over.
Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look, at the top. There's a crest there.
Ah, that. It's the mark of the master, correct?
Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark...
Then you could guess that there was a picture of Misty Faye on there.
True, but Mr. Godot described what was underneath like this.
clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
Oh,
The game just established you can smell gravy through photographs in this universe. Unless it's
Was
an
it-
actual photograph, I think it's convinced that they actually do bring this stuff into court.
Yeah, I think it's like. I think they do have the hanging scroll with them. Not in their pockets or anything, but like it was submitted as evidence as it's physically there in the courtroom.
Yeah, they just like prop it there when it's needed. Curry would actually smell pretty okay after a few days, but it's still gross. Yeah, I want to be like, oh my god, dude. Like, sure, it's nice to smell like McDonald's after you took it out of your car, but it's like, it's still kind of like weird. Like after the next day, just like, I missed the breakdown. I don't know. Is part 3 the breakdown moment or what?
I mean, Dahlia's breakdown was already happened, like, so.
Yeah, if you mean Dahlia's breakdown, you missed it. We're in part 3 at this moment. So, we're currently trying to point the finger at Mr. Godot. Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known that she was wearing Japanese clothing.
I mean, you could have taken a pretty good guess.
Yeah, true. Mr. Godot, on the day of the murder, you were hiding in the inner temple, long before the crime took place.
Cool as ice. Can I ask you just one little thing, Trite?
What is it?
This whole theory of yours. It all rests on a certain assumption. That I knew beforehand that a crime was going to be committed.
that's right. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene.
Of course Mr. Godot knew about the plan.
Huh?
What did you say? Is it really possible that another person knew of this plan? Okay, I think this is where this comes in. Let's see. This crime was actually planned over a year ago. Morgan Fay authored the plan for her daughter's future, and these instructions were hidden somewhere in Fay Manor for a year. However, by the time Little Pearls found these instructions, they had already been unsealed. Unsealed? Yes, the killer had read these instructions long before Pearls ever found them. That's how he knew the crime was to take place at the Inner Temple.
And you still insist this crafty killer is me.
You bet your ass I do.
But you just said that the instructions were hidden.
That's right. Mr. Godot couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If he really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out. Yes? What was that? I hope I know where Nick is going with this, because I don't know. During a visit.
A visit?
Morgan Fay told her daughter Pearl about where the instructions were hidden. During one of her visits to the detention center.
They let her have her tea in there.
Right? I mean, as long as it's not killing anyone, I guess, you know?
I mean, it is green tea so bitter you would lose your tongue or whatever it is she says.
Yeah.
I wonder if she also got the she was able to keep the jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts that she makes.
That would be the only time for someone to have learned what they were hidden. Eavesdropping on a visit at the detention center? Yes, it could be arranged if you were with someone with easy access in and out of there. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Godot. Order! 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 Mr. Godot, you're under fire again! This murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you You were the only one that could have acquired this information before the murder.
Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet, at the same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it.
Bro, this man's turning into the anthem.
Maybe that's why humans drink the darkness that is coffee. Everything is fucking coffee.
Kingdom Hearts is coffee. Sorry for always asking, but what does that mean? Yeah, right limit. Rosie was so good. Man. Fuck. Oh man. I swear, I'm so blessed to have you guys on. It's like shit like that, man. It's so good.
Yeah. It means there's a reason for everything. According to your theory, the killer in this case eavesdropped on a conversation during a jail visit where he learned of a hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plans, he hid in the inner temple and waited for the crime to occur.
You doing a BRB? Phil? Okay, coach. You
All
do your
good,
thing.
Kojin. Then he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all of that just to protect this witness?
That's right.
If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? This girl is nothing but a stranger to me. I've got no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her. I am what you see. I am certainly not the type to rescue the damsel in distress.
I call bullshit, but this killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. Even considering that the killer wanted to protect this witness's life, his behavior is still a little too unnatural. However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Godot? An unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs.
I knew it. You figured it out, haven't you, Nick?
I sure hope I did. Maya, I guess you were doing your best to cover for Godot. For the same reason, huh?
Okay, Trite. I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
It's very simple. Maya Fey is a lot more than just a stranger to you. What's this?
There's one person who lies at the very center of this whole story. One person that ties you and Maya Fey together inextricably.
Detective Dick Gumshoe.
For real. There's a very good reason why Maya Fey's life is so precious to you. After all, she is Mia Fey's only sister.
Mia Fey.
You once worked alongside her. That was when you were a defense attorney.
Well, wait a second here. Mr. Godot is a defense attorney?
With your honor's piercing intellect, you must have figured it out by now. The real name of this man who calls himself Godot. His real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right?
The last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago.
Diego Armando. That name rings a bell.
I believe he won the World Cup for Argentina.
Ah, yes.
He is named after Maradona, by the way.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, he worked alongside many breast-starving women.
Thank you, Lemon. It should, Your Honor. All of this is related to a single case. A case in which a convict named Terry Falls killed himself.
Mia Fey's first time in court. The tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise and girl failure. But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked.
It's my fault. It's my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself.
Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
You can't cry yet. Who could forget that?
Mm-hmm.
The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. I was moved by her. The way she put all faith in her clients, that pure, sweet heart of hers. That's why I could never forgive Dahlia Hawthorne. Mia and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. Then one fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. It had been 6 months since the trial. We met in the courthouse cafeteria.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh, I just remembered. 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned.
Even I didn't see it coming. Dahlia Hawthorne slipped some poison into my coffee.
Some newspapers at the time called it a murder. Very little information about the case was released to the press.
But you weren't dead at all.
No official reports ever actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma.
I see.
My body shut down, and my life became nothing but a long, deep sleep. I paid off all my sleep debt to Mr. Sandman, and that woman's poison did a reals number on my central nervous system.
Yeah, you would say that.
I lost my sight, and all my hair turned white due to the damage it caused.
That's terrible.
Apparently, it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness. 5 years had passed since I drank that poison brew. Then one morning, my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee.
5 years? You were asleep for 5 years?
And the worst possible news was waiting for me. Mia Fey was dead. From the very moment I opened my eyes, I had already lost everything I thought I had. The woman I loved had been murdered. And the woman I loathed had been sentenced to death.
The woman you loathed?
The woman who had spiked my scalding hot coffee, Dahlia Hawthorne. Ha! Good old Mia. She didn't let me down.
Let me throw down another save. That was a lot of information.
She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up.
That's so sad.
For someone like me, for someone who had slept away their best days, there were only 2 reasons left to live. And it was for those 2 reasons that I decided to become a prosecutor.
If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live?
The first was you, Trey.
Huh? Me?
If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, Mia Fey never would have died, much less the way she did. God, I love this fucking song. You were the only one who was there to protect her. But you let her die. It was all your fault.
It wasn't like that.
I wanted to see for myself what kind of a man you really were.
So that's why you became a prosecutor?
My other reason for living? She goes by the name of Maya Fey.
Huh? You mean me?
Oh, by the way, this song is called, this reminiscence theme is called The Bitter Taste of Truth.
I was just about to say that.
Hmm.
You were the only way I could make up for the sin of not saving Mia. 1 year ago, when the Karain Village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Fay was planning something. Whatever her evil plan was, I was determined to stop it.
And I'm glad one of us was also thinking about this bitch. Like, what the hell was she gonna do next?
My role as a prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her.
That's how you overheard Pearl's visit with Morgan at the detention center.
I knew that the time was drawing near. Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from being caught up in it.
That makes sense. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya, she never would have helped out.
Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. I contacted both of my accomplices.
Accomplices? That was, you know what? That was unintentional. I didn't mean to click it, but I was like, all right,
Why are
fuck
you
it.
sleeping, Mr. Wright?
I'm sorry. This is a lot of information. I mean, wouldn't you save? I guess.
No. Back in my day, when you saved, you got backed out to the main menu.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, well, this is the new age now.
Iris of Hazakura Temple and Misty Fey. I especially needed the help of Iris. She was to take the fall in my backup plan in case we couldn't control Pearl Fey.
What? How did you contact my mother? She had been missing for almost 20 years.
Officially, yes.
What? What do you mean officially?
Homie, how many cubs? How many cubs so far?
Still not 17, apparently. You've heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government.
The last 5 were his 16th.
Really?
No.
Oh shit. oh, dumbass. Oh yeah. Now that you mention it, Bikini did say something to that effect. She said that the Master Karain had great authority.
Even without her official position, Misty Fey still wielded great influence. The police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor.
So my mother was cooperating with you?
Welcome back, Coach.
Don't ever forget. No matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you.
She was always...
That's why I knew she would do anything to protect you. If you want to know how strong her resolve to protect you was, look at her staff.
Her staff? The one with the sword in it?
The day the plan was to be carried out arrived soon enough. We met for the first time at Hazakura Temple. That's when your mother showed me her special staff. I realized it then, just how far she was willing to go. She was ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay, if necessary. Yes, even if it meant paying the ultimate price.
Mother!
Oh, damn.
That night, the
Oh.
night of the crime,
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Unpause this frickin' game.
Limit, I would be happy to get that final coffee count when we are, like, at the end. Because, like, I'm very curious.
There was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan.
You mean pearls, don't you?
We had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne.
Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight?
Well,
If you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together.
We thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan. But she never showed up.
he was worried and followed me to the inner temple.
That was the thing we were most afraid of. And that's why Misty Faye had to do the channeling herself. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking what happened there. What? What do you mean? If she channeled the spirit first, then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself.
As Master of Karain, Misty Faye's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Faye wouldn't be able to.
What? Is this true?
My role in the plan was to make sure no one was going to hurt Maya Faye. That's why I hid myself at the inner temple. Just in case you needed to be saved from Dahlia Hawthorne.
Godot.
Anyway, that's all I'm going to admit to. Trite.
Oh yeah, you know what? That would be a good time to save. That was a lot of information.
Coward.
It's not coward. It's just I'm just trying to make sure we don't have to backtrack so much.
There's no doubt about it. You're a great defense attorney. But you're gonna have to do the rest yourself.
The background leading up to this incident has been laid bare. There's just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? There are only two possible suspects right now. Maya Faye, and I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Godot. Right.
Well, Trite, if you're the real deal, then finish this thing once and for all. Show us beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can finish this on your own.
No, Nick, please don't.
Maya.
I heard the whole thing from my sister in the medical office. That's why I have to protect Mr. Godot. I can't do it. I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect Mia. And me too.
Maya, I know that.
Nick.
But even so, it doesn't absolve him of his crime. Please, Maya, testify. Miss Faye, your testimony, please. This is the final testimony. Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips.
I understand. I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick.
All right, young lady. Tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder? Oh, fuck. This is gonna be rough.
Just before it happened, I think I saw some red lights. 3 of them. I thought I asked for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly, the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream. Right after that, Dahlia collapsed and I lost consciousness.
These red lights. I thought you said you don't remember seeing them.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw them, but then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Huh. Things break, Trite. Even the best of theories.
Game theories.
Thanks for watching. Who was it that stabbed Misty Faye? It looks like you still can't prove it.
Maya is telling the truth this time. I know it. The rest is up to me.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Proceed with your final cross-examination of the witness.
Three-hit self-care combo? Okay, you
Yo,
got it.
Wales. Hope your drive went smoothly.
Yeah, hope you're good.
Yeah, hope you didn't
I
do
know you're
that during
good.
on the road, but yeah, I mean, you're smarter than that. Let's be honest. Oh.
Yeah, I believe. Salud.
Oh, gracious. Okay. So we saw some red lights. 3 of them. I'm guessing I could press, huh? What do you mean by just at that moment? Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out?
Yes, that's right.
The scream that you heard then. Was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice.
What? So then that scream came from the killer?
That's gotta be it.
I think Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it.
And then the killer let out a scream of pain, huh?
After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered a final blow. I guess.
Well, Mr. Wright, it seems to make sense to me.
It sounds like a reasonable deduction. But I still kinda wonder. There's a thought in my head.
As usual, Trite.
I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation would create an enormous contradiction.
That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct.
Remember the testimony she gave before the killer let out a scream? Maya said she had already been splattered by the victim's blood. In other words, the blade of the staff had already been plunged into the victim.
Is that right?
She couldn't have struck back with a sword that was already stuck in her body. The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff.
If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, Trite.
There's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as the weapon here. Me too. I can think it too.
Dahlia Hawthorne had already been crackled in the back by the staff.
Damn, why she cracked him? Damn, girl. Okay, there you go. Good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
What could she have used to strike back at the killer?
A knife!
Ow!
Naturally.
No!
Let me see what you have.
A knife! No!
Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime. Oh, that's right! I forgot about that. This dagger was found at the crimes. Yeah. Skill issue, Your Honor. This dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree.
Yes, the detective found that this morning and brought it to me.
Welcome home, Wales.
Welcome home.
Hi, Whale.
Wow.
Whales go move, or like whales go home. Got him.
Go, fuck. Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this. And she managed to wound him as well.
I was waiting to see if it would come up at least once. Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, the blood on the dagger could have been from the victim.
Have you forgotten that the blood has already been tested?
Ugh.
Since we learned that it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body. So you're saying the blood of this dagger belongs to the killer? Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood would prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Godot, it would prove that it's your blood.
Nice theory, Trite.
Order! Order in the court! Is this the end? Have I done it? I don't know, but I'm gonna save, because I don't want to deal with... I don't want to have to backtrack so much.
Coward. Coward.
I actually was already home. I was just visiting someone, but boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, looks like I came back just in time. Yeah! You came in at the right time!
Yeah, or bear with me, him. It belonged to a random third party, and the case went on to day 3.
Oh my god. I
Objection,
would literally
coach.
die.
Objection, coach. I saw the parts. This is the last thing. This is the last trial. It has to end today. Even he won't be able to change the results of a scientific test.
Huh. Let me ask you something, Trite. Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Do you really think I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that?
What?
Just think for a second, for once in your goddamn life. This dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. There was already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom.
You didn't even know there was blood on it, homie. Yes? What does that prove?
Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed the blade off and then planted another person's blood on it.
Let's quick right here.
Yeah. That's... I can't be.
In any case, there's one thing I can guarantee, Trite. That blood doesn't belong to me. Not a chance.
What? In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. All right, that witness, continue your... Oh.
Wait a minute.
What's the problem?
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation.
Maya?
This dagger, you said that it wounded the killer.
That's right.
But if Mr. Godot had really been cut with the dagger, his clothes should be bloody or have a rip in them, right?
Maya? Maybe he changed his clothes? That solved the contradiction pretty easily.
What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back to the day of the murder. Everyone that was on the Inner Temple side got trapped there.
Oh, that's right! And once the bridge was fixed, the police headed for the Inner Temple. Mr. Godot was already there.
Mr. Godot was already there waiting for them.
Oh,
Sorry, Your Honor. It's my line.
Oh, for a minute I thought we were on the same wavelength.
Yeah, we were twinning. He never had a chance to change his clothes.
Okay, I'm there. Oh, we're at this part.
Order!
What witnesses is true?
All right, no order, I guess.
Well, maybe you
I
better
object to
change your
order.
clothes with him.
But
Chaos.
No one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have brought a change of clothes?
Did the judge take smart pills during the last recess?
That's what's the best line. I love that line.
I love that.
Smart pill?
Yeah, he's really going sicko mode in this court. Like, this is the smartest I've seen him. Jesus. Well, then, maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder.
Oh man, the killer killer stabbed Dick swanging and everything.
That way you wouldn't get any blood on him.
Yeah, Dahlia got stabbed with a different kind of staff. Sorry.
That's impossible, Trite.
Jesus.
You know how cold it gets up there late at night.
The judge, he knows.
After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid.
Yo, naked dick.
I haven't gone through a ball amputation.
Frozen dick. Who's been freezing dicks?
Who's been freezing dicks?
So that's all you've got. I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Right now, if Mia Fey were here, if Mia Fey were here, she would have closed the book on this case already.
If Mia Fey were here.
So come on, Trite, can you do it or not?
Wow.
Coward.
I'm sorry, do you want to go back about fucking, 9 minutes worth of dialogue?
9 minutes? You saved like 2 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. Fucking learn to read, you two.
No, you said 9.
Well, yeah, 9 if I went back to the other save. If I forgot about that one. But there's
9
also
minutes
5
of dialogue?
minutes.
It would have been 0 minutes if Mia Fey were here. Thanks, Wales.
I'm up. Give me that attitude one more time. I'll time you out, Wales. I have the power.
Okay.
How about it, Mr. Wright? You've accused Mr. Godot of being the killer. But can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence?
Please, he's not Mia Fey. He's Mia Fake.
Damn.
Damn. The question isn't whether I can prove it or not. The fact is I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition, just as you want it.
Ha! That's good. A fighter till the end, the bitter end, Trite. Since there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point, why don't we go for the unlimited penalty?
Yeah, it is the original. I love that. Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Godot? Because it doesn't matter to me. I've got the one piece of evidence I need.
That's right. I don't need to save. Give me a break. You've got nothing, Trite.
Pretty sure that is if you have a full bar, it does take the whole bar.
It's the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole bar.
It has to be the whole bar. So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I've got to think outside the box and approach this from a different angle.
All right then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you've got.
There's one thing I demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. This was proven by the blood on the dagger.
But we decided it was impossible for him to have hit such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a blood stain on his clothing.
There's one place the killer could have hidden his wound.
What did you say?
Hidden?
This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no bloodstains in the clothing. I just need to show how he hid the wound.
It's the end of the line. The final stop, Trite. Let's hear what you've got. Where's this location where you say the killer hid his wound?
Oh. I have to locate. Oh. The talisman. Shit. Wait, hang on. Don't get intimidated.
Huh. I don't know what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. Isn't that right, Trite? What was that just now? Mia? It can't be. You're living on through him?
Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. Ooh! It's beneath your mask! During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved.
Nicely done, by the way.
Very well done.
Oh yeah, I had that in my mind forever.
Ah! Sorry, had to do my best.
Cool. All right, give it Emmy reward for that.
That
one,
wasn't
baby.
Emmy deserving. Not a chance.
Shut the fuck up. Deserved.
Just now?
Hold on. Thank you for the scream, Aiden.
Just now.
Not just now.
Just now. I saw her spirit in you. I never liked you.
Wow, is that obvious? Crazy.
6 years ago.
What the fuck is this timing, everybody?
You helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was sleeping, you let Mia die. You didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought.
Mr. Godot.
But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive was me.
Yeah! What do you guys? You guys are on crack with these mind booms. Let's go.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're fucking. This is why I wish I had the fucking like audio going through so you guys could hear it too, man.
You could share OBS's preview as a screen capture instead of the game in the future if you wanted that.
I know, but then you guys don't hear the cues and everything, you know?
Oh, you can have it set to monitor the game audio. That's how I do it.
The problem is it doubles. Like I was
Not if
having
you say
this
monitor and mute output. Or monitor. There's a way to do it. It works.
Okay, look, here's what happens when I monitor and mute output. I'll do it right now, because like I was having this problem with the. So right now I have it toggled.
We'll talk about it later.
I toggled it to see. No.
Okay, we can do it. Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Trust me, I know. I
trust you.
Okay.
You? Yourself?
I was the one who failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth to escape the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name.
Run, bitch, run!
I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit.
But you saved Maya.
Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway.
What do you mean?
Are you listening, Maya? If I had really wanted to save you, then there's one person that I should have gone and talked to right away.
Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick?
Coach is going to sleep. Have a good night, Coach.
Night.
Night code.
But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother. But I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. You know why? The real reason?
No. Why?
I suppose. I wasn't really interested in saving you at all.
Huh?
I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me.
You're wrong. You put your life on the line to save Maya.
Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure.
What do you mean by that?
That night in the darkness of the garden when I saw her silhouette.
Thank you for that.
A part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing there in
Yes.
front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. But I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not exactly sure what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? Could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore.
Oh my god.
I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. A stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from Mia's death. Instead, you picked up where she left off as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything.
Mr. Godot.
I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando.
Mr. Armando! I believe in you! I know you were trying to save me!
thanks.
Your wound. It's bleeding.
Yeah, and my name tag changed too. Ha! Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist.
Oh my god.
These must be my tears.
Tears?
Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment.
Mr. Armando.
You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
That means you give it that is so good. I love it.
Oh.
I know, right? I know, right, boy, girl.
This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant,
Yes, Your Honor.
although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body in the crime scene is a serious offense in it itself.
I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk and I willingly cooperated anyway.
Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say?
Thoughts?
Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you.
Apologize? To me? For what?
For the case 5 years ago, of course.
I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover?
Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Yeah, even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me.
It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and my sister, you only met twice.
Huh? We only met twice?
The first time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 8 months later. You met her again on the day she stole your cold medicine. And Dog Swallow was killed.
No way! It can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were...
For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister.
Huh? It wasn't Dahlia?
I hope one day you can forgive me, Beanie.
You mean...
Sorry, Ada's reaction.
Yeah, Ada's fucking like... Holy shit!
That's right. I lied to you for 8 months.
I will say, there are minor script changes. It's mostly just to fix discrepancies, because in the original they had the dates wrong. So so it is 8 months, but the DS one they said 6 months. So
Okay.
yeah.
Makes sense.
But why? Why would you do such a thing?
Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the investigation, the police investigation, their surveillance, she couldn't move about freely.
So that's why you...
My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst.
prepared for the worst?
She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at a moment's notice.
You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you? Well, yeah, obviously, man. But, like, fuck. For, like, that entire span of time, she just was like, oh.
Damn. Well,
I'm gonna be real.
I live for a bit too.
I'm gonna be real with you. If you asked me to pick a Wright chip like 10 times, I would say Wright and Iris 10 times.
Let's go.
It's hard, man. This is one of those where it's like I can handle both situations.
You're goddamn right.
Like this one's like I have flag rep, by the way.
Hi.
This is one of those situations where it's like all this context that we're dropping just now, like I can see the ship happening. But I've been so invested in like how Phoenix and Edgeworth are kind of together, it's like it's hard, you know?
Yeah, I get it for sure. I think it helps because I had canon Edgeworth as aromantic.
Yeah. I feel like both versions can work, honestly.
Edgeworth just loves his job.
I don't even know if he loves his job so much.
Okay,
I guess he does like his job.
He likes his job, but he did go on a private jet one-way trip for Phoenix. So
yeah.
Look, can we just have a three-way threesome couple with Phoenix, Iris, and Edgeworth?
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Can we just have a throuple thing?
Yo, OT3.
At this moment, I'm going to say, yes, this was a good relationship. If this hadn't happened, Phoenix and Iris all the way, but I'm sorry, Edgeworth is there now. What's she gonna...
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
She already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance.
And that's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place?
But I couldn't get you to give it back. I feel that something even as simple as that. 8 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that had ever happened.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime, and she would confer with you.
I think she must have noticed.
Notice what? Also, Rabbit, not the asshole in this case.
Nah, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Am I the asshole for pretending to be my other twin sister while
Well, we
dating?
made second. We made two. Am I the asshole scenarios in this?
Yes.
My feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her.
Okay, I'm just gonna pin that, and I'm gonna keep my focus on the. I'm kidding that. I want to keep my. Hang on. Can we get through this though? Let's get through this. It has been going 6 hours in.
Sorry.
Even if it meant her life or mine.
Iris.
After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed.
Oh, Dish, you keep missing it every time.
No.
I have something to say to you too.
Yes?
You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you.
My heart.
Thank you.
My heart.
How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so, Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, did Dish hit it that time though?
Dish hit it. Dish hit
Let's go!
Yeah! Dish finally hit it. The purpose of this trial was for Dish to hit it in the murder of the victim, Elise Dotem. And at some point, I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case. Not you, Dish, Elise. I mean, Iris.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well. On the charge of the murder, I hereby find the defendant not guilty.
Vine boom on both. Doom, doom.
Yeah.
Court is now adjourned.
Damn, no celebration either. Everyone's just so depressed.
I forgot there was no gavel
confetti.
slam. I would have done the vine boom with that.
Damn. Yes, Limit. Now you can give me the final coffee count. I'm sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I was just like trying to get through like a resting point here. Listen, I even had to script out to try to time stuff. So this is for the entire game. Okay.
Okay, I will be right back. Someone can fill in my voices for me.
Okay. I'm here.
There were 95 coffees. Oh, shit. He drank 95 coffees this entire case. Okay, how many were in this last one, though? Do you have that information? That's probably the one I want to know the most. Because I'm pretty sure he went past 17 at that point. Still not as many as Philip J. Fry. You know, I remember that episode.
You know, actually,
I love that one.
if you take 17 cups of coffee per trial, and you multiply that by the 5 trial okay, never mind, there are 5 trial segments. He does overshoot by just a little bit. Let me do the math real quick. 17
Because I think I want to say it was about accurate for every other trial, save for the last one.
Yeah, he's 10 coffees over.
Interesting. Okay.
Does it include the amount of coffee? Do we include the coffees? We didn't include the coffees like from Armando, right?
I'm not including the Armando coffees, actually.
He probably just...
Did Armando drink coffee? I mean, he did, obviously, but like, did he just like constantly sip on a new cup of coffee?
No, I don't think
know.
I don't think it was that eccentric. After all, if he, I think he kind of just did it there because it was more or less like, well, I'm dead. Kind of got.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it gonna do? Kill me?
Probably needed it to keep the body, like to keep some form of energy. Must be exhausting living a life
keep
after
the mod
that.
alive.
What are you saving for? Game's over.
Don't give me that bullshit. They're gonna pull that bullshit again where it's like, oh, do you have the piece of evidence? Do you know?
All right, Trite.
I don't want to hear it. I first tried that.
I thought you were a real man. I just went through that whole speech, and here you are saving again.
I don't want to hear it. I fucking called you out first try, first gun.
That was pretty good.
That was amazing.
Yeah. It clicked to me the minute it was like, oh, the lights went out. I'm like, okay. So then he got stabbed in the eyes. I was like, oh, that's where we're going. I didn't realize it was going to build up. That was going to be like the last breaking case, though. That's a little funny.
You present Godot's profile 3 times in that single segment of trial.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's a ref. Okay, anyway. So I guess it's all over. The way everything ended. Was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand.
Of course justice was served.
Mia!
I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant.
But I couldn't save Mr. Armando. The man who cared so...
Oh,
that's
sorry.
my line, Mia. The man who cared. The man who cared.
He's my
so...
friend. Damn it.
Well, look, I need this. All right, I need a W. The man who cared so deeply for you.
You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible.
You mean, with that verdict?
I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there as any you were as good out there as today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me. Goodbye.
Mia.
You've accomplished something I wasn't able to do. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
Mia.
I'm sure we'll meet again someday, Phoenix.
I've handled lots of cases and seen a lot of things. And along this journey, I have found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case produced one possible answer.
Nick!
Maya.
I guess it's just like my sis said.
Nia? What did she say?
That night, when I challenged Mia to get advice on what to do, this is what she wrote back to me on my notebook. Don't worry. Phoenix will save everyone in the end.
But...
Come on, cut it out with that gloomy face! Can't you see? Me, sis, I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything what you've done for us, Nick.
Maya, how? How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked? You even saw your own mother murdered? Francisca!
You're as softy as always, Phoenix, Wright.
Excellent work, Wright.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, when did you get back?
Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Francisca had actually been helping me.
Helping you?
If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Wow. But where were you, Nick?
I heard he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold which forced him to sleep all day.
Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head.
Ooh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too, Francisca? I don't suppose there's room for me in the screw bug, is there?
There literally isn't, actually. Get out.
No.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
Welcome
there you go.
back.
Oh, Larry!
What's with the, longer than usual face?
I realized something when I was reborn. I realized that Larry was never even used to anyone. Not even once.
I'm so happy for you. You finally understand.
That's not true! Right, Nick?
It's not?
What? You're asking me?
Well, Nick, is it true? I've got a place in this world, alright?
No.
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course.
I knew it. Everyone would be better off I would gone for good.
Yeah.
No, oh yeah, those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Dude, literally,
What?
Phoenix was,
Me?
used to be a fucking art student. He should know.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
What are you making that face, huh? Edgy?
Dorito head? Oh, well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't say They lack resemblance.
Do you really mean it? What about you, Francie? Did I draw you well too? Ah!
My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon.
True.
Claire's.
But nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that's worth something.
So then you'll do it like you promised? You're going to model for our next picture book, Francis Whippity. Ah!
Don't get carried away.
When I drew Franziska, that mere crayon line was the thing I captioned the tweet with.
Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. The painting pro is pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh?
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around.
Pearls? Where could she have gone? Well, normally she would have made a beeline for Maya.
Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back.
What was that?
Hey, Pearly!
Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you are wondering how Maya could be so cheerful despite all that has happened.
Wow, you read me like a fucking textbook.
To be honest, I can't understand it either.
Franziska. Oh, that's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well.
I think me and some friends were wondering if Manfred was ever confirmed dead. Yeah, yes. Game just it proves it, yeah. I think I
That man is 6 feet under.
You're probably death row executed. Same.
Poor man.
Oh, yeah.
Poor man. So majestic. He died in his prime, didn't he?
Poor Fred.
Look at that man. That was a man of health.
You think he went by Manny or Fred as a teenager?
Freddy.
Manny
Manfredo.
Fred. Manny Fred.
Maya is a
hold
much
that.
wiser person than she appears. I think she realizes something.
Oh yeah. Wait, is it Manny or Freddy? Is that the answer?
Yeah, Manny or Freddy.
Okay. Aiden, if you please. I'm assuming you're still. If not, I can handle it in a bit.
Man, Freddy.
Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can.
Okay, you got it. I can handle the poll then.
Oh, I guess I exist to fill that capacity.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's the question? What did Manfred go by as a kid, as a teen?
Yes. And then there was Manny or Freddy.
What do you mean by now is exactly the time? Sorry, I thought you were typing.
That's yeah. Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it is for that person that Maya's trying her best not to cry.
Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya. Edgeworth. I think I'm starting to understand too.
Imagine if you
Then tell me, Phoenix Wright. Who is Maya Fey being strong for?
I don't remember her being the one to ask this question, but alright.
I don't remember either, and also like all the distractions kind of made me lose track of the logic here.
So basically, it's like if you, Phoenix is like, how is Maya still like so upbeat and chipper after all this? And then Edgeworth is like, actually, like she's being upbeat and stuff because someone else was hurt, was affected more by this incident than her.
Pearls, probably then.
Perfect.
Yeah, imagine getting through that. Imagine getting through that last question by Godot and then you mess up this one. Feels bad.
Yeah, that would be so fucked. The poor kid. After all, the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother. It's for the good of the Fae clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word of that. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya.
It's a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Fey's mother was killed, and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable.
And that's exactly why Maya's putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake. Until she can see her smile again.
Oh, hey! So this is where you all were.
My man!
My boy! It's been, what, 6 hours?
Yeah, it's been so long! God no! I'm so happy he's here.
Oh, so what was that? Hey! Ow! What was that for, sir?
Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own.
Oh, I see. What's up, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, you know, this and that. Anyways, congrats on your win. Hey, let's
Finally,
go
the
out.
lobby music.
Oh, that is lobby. Oh, that is lobby music.
The victory music, rather.
Yeah, let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. My salary's just sort of kind of gone down by a teeny weeny bit, but it's all right. I made reservations for a first-class French restaurant tonight. Oh, yeah.
Very good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward.
Oh, hey,
Detective Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean...
Tres bien. Where else?
I knew it. Oh, we're doomed.
Bonjour! Oh no!
Hey, come on.
Wait, should he be in jail?
Who? Oh,
He probably got off easy because he was under duress.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Let's go, everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal. Hey, you, crybaby. Hey, you invited too.
Really? Oh, forget about me though.
Okay,
Fuck.
bye.
Bro and I will be in the loser shack eating potatoes.
you know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get her back. She's still out looking for pearls. Oh, Maya.
Not the scrungle face, no.
Oh, you got the scrungle face again. You okay?
Nick, what do I do? Pearly, I can't find her anywhere.
Huh?
I bet she just went back home. That's all.
I thought so too, so I called the village.
Aren't you gonna get back that quick?
But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before.
As I figured, she has been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for the tragedy that's befallen you, Maya.
But none of this was her fault. What should I do?
Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, what is it, pal?
Could you guys go on ahead?
But what about you?
Maya and I will... We'll join you guys once we find pearls.
Nick,
Don't worry about us, Detective. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, but you're the... Ah!
Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead.
Don't keep us waiting, right?
We won't.
but where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone?
Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I could think of that pearls might have gone to.
Damn. When the Gumshoe's breathing sprite, man, looking at it, just like when he huffs and puffs, it's just really funny to see like his coat be like so wrinkly and then back to straight.
Yeah,
Wrinkly
for sure.
and then perpendicular and straight.
Mhm.
All right, keep going. It's fine.
No, I was gonna say, like, maybe it's because I'm petty as fuck, but like after this shit, I would be visiting. If I was Maya, I'd be visiting Morgan Fay every single day. Every goddamn day, because I'm petty like that. Hey, I'm still here. But I know Maya's too good for that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
You suck, loser.
I think if I wanted to be that bitch, I would deliberately send the newspaper that was saying I went out scot-free to her.
Mhm.
That's it. That's just send it, be like, I hope you enjoyed the reading.
Sucking is gay, blowing is straight. True.
Hazakura Temple.
For pearls, I bet this is a very important place.
After all, it's where this whole incident started.
Oh, what's this? Y'all back again so soon?
Also, goddamn, Pearls ran so fast after after stopping.
She she literally walked all the way from the village to
No, like as soon as she got done channeling Mia, she just booked it to this temple.
She's like,
Yeah.
what?
But I assumed that she arrived while they were on their way.
Guys, obviously she took the snowmobile.
Yeah, for
yes,
real.
yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Who has the key for that now?
Probably Bikini.
Yeah, I guess.
Irish dropped in the defendant's lobby.
Oh, is this okay? Whatever.
Maya?
I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight.
So she's here? Pearly is here?
She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her?
Sorry, channeled an Olympic runner.
Okay.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Imagine the reason why she makes it to the courtroom and like a decent amount of times, because every time she's like, all right, I'm gonna channel like a Olympic runner, and then like runs all the way.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Pearly's not here.
Ah. Maya, the hanging scroll.
Ah!
Someone cleaned it off. Oh.
How?
Oh, sorry.
That grave must have been thick and
Someone
like
cleaned
dried up by
it
then.
off.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad. It's gotta be pearls.
Ah! Mystic Maya! Pearly? Why did you just sleep like that? Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Oh, poor baby.
Baby.
I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother.
That's why you came here?
Well, it's the least I could do to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course, I'm sad that my mother is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy. You don't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. If you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. And Edward and Francisca. That's why I have to be strong.
Damn, no love for Bikini.
For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do. Mystic Maya.
I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty.
Sister Bikini.
Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night.
After dishonoring the good name of Karain, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya's always in my thoughts. It's true, she'll always be with me until the day I die.
Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets.
She'll always be with me. Until the day I die, huh?
Huh?
There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? And to never take their charm off until the day you die?
That's the Master's talisman.
The thing that Misty kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important. Rather, it was the contents.
Oh, that's...
I thought
It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question.
God, this picture makes me sob.
Surprise! They broke it first!
Oh!
God, Mystic Ami's spirit is probably in Cancun, lying on the beach right now.
Yeah, she's like having the time of her fucking life, dude.
Just like, look at that, those two just...
Oh, they're babies.
What?
I would do anything.
Man, the fucking beads on
either
Maya,
of them.
dude. That's crazy.
Well, you can't
Those are
protect
fucking
one.
huge.
My
Be a
goodness.
surprise face. Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, it's crackling.
Oh, okay. Well,
Even the stream can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
The stream started crying.
Okay. Even when the battle was... anything else?
No,
No,
I'm
that's
just saying. I just murmuring to myself.
Okay. Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed, we always return. Time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother, too. I learned that from all of them. Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. This is a day to remember. A day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate with what we overcome today.
But I still can't.
Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime.
Okay. All right. I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training. I promise.
I know. And I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for the 3 for when you come back.
All right. We're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance. Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of it tonight.
You know, there's one thing I don't get, and probably don't want to, but
What is it, Nick?
reservations for training is fine and all, but why for 3?
Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time, you can train right alongside us.
Huh?
I'll be waiting for you. Sister Bikini will take special care of you.
Huh?
It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course naturally.
Huh?
That's a great idea. After all, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right? We'll have a nice big meal before we come back next time. Right, Nick?
Say the line, Phoenix.
You know, I was wondering if I could say just one little thing.
Sure, of course you can. Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it.
I'm getting goosebumps too.
Well then, here goes nothing.
Oh, don't ruin this note. Oh, this credits theme is so fucking good.
Oh,
That was just the one. You did it! You beat the trilogy!
You beat the trilogy, man.
I beat the trilogy.
Master of Korean and Office Manager of Wright and Co. Law Office. I have to be
I
good
can be good
sister
to Pearly Nick too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that.
Oh, I forgot they have this
The
dialogue
first.
in between. Okay.
I don't worry.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first trilogy. Let's go, baby.
Yeah!
it's true. Mr. Nick really is Mystic Maya's knight in shining armor. He went through the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making them a secret reservation.
Oh, jeez, Pearls, no.
Oh boy. Oh man. Jeez. Okay, who else got to say something?
Hey, it's me! Maggie bought me a brand new coat as a present, pal. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off.
Yes.
Oh, you want to go?
Yes, you can take it.
Okay. I guess a dirty shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like, sir.
Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly.
God, out of context lines. First the weenie, now soiling.
Goodness.
And there's a few characters I get the voice here.
Mr. Wright, once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasures of the Crane exhibit was a great success. I even got to see Miss Von Carmen, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. She taught me how to use the whip and said that I must show you what I've learned.
Yeah, they're gay.
No.
Yeah, they gay.
They gay. Damn. Okay.
Desi and I started a company called Mass Consulting.
We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the city.
Our motto is, cut it out, please!
Pretty cute, huh?
Well, we also sell plants for criminals as kind of a side business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're just the worst criminals.
Honestly, Maniacal would for both of them.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
How rude.
Shout out to Condon.
I won't break.
I wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating Don Tigre, so I lent him $500,000 special tea set, a special thick tea, one I mixed with my own 2 hands. I bet he's drinking it now, but through compromise.
Did they change that?
Yes, they did.
I thought she originally sent that to Tigray.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, I wanted to thank you for exterminating Don Tigre. I returned the $500,000
Hey!
he said.
I'm
just an old man in the way. Green growing on clown nose waste of flesh. At least, that's what I thought. But my grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Oh, talk about embarrassing. 69 years old and I cry like a baby with a dirty diaper.
Nice.
69, nice.
Nice.
Okay, here's the original dialogue. There you go.
Okay.
Oh. Shit.
As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn L. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adamata. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly.
Holy shit. Who else did we got the callback to?
Oh, it's me. My. More reporters? Since the murder, we made so much money, I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back.
Oh, man.
Also, my headcanon is that Phoenix visits Iris at a detention center almost like a weekly basis.
Yes.
Aw. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, speaking of which.
You've turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here the other day.
Case in
Of
point.
course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed.
Aww.
Voice.
There we go.
Voices.
And that's all the characters. Yeah.
Let's go.
Give it up for Ben Robin John.
Yeah,
Let's
Ben
go.
John.
And then Sion King, dude. Sion is a cool ass name.
It is a very cool name.
Yeah, that's a really
actually
good
check.
name.
Christina Catano. Woo! Yeah, baby.
I think now would be a good time to give shout outs to everyone in this call too, because they've also been wonderful voices.
James Wilson. In Japanese, Hideki Kamiya.
Yeah, it was Hideki Kamiya.
Oh, damn.
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah,
It was. I think Kamiya and Takumi's like desk or like office space, they like had to share a workspace together, and so Kamiya kept like bugging Takumi, like, can I voice
Barbara,
the
David
can I-
Crislip did a great job.
Can I voice the character?
It's just
So yeah,
it's because it's pain.
Yeah, in the third game. Yeah, I got.
Oh yeah!
I'm back from a long time vacation. No one's here to greet me. I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper everybody quit, and now I've got no one. And what kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be anyway? What with all the flashing lights and switches, I feel like some sort of space alien. And now what I'm gonna do with all these macadamia nuts I brought back for everyone? If I'm going over there, I know exactly what these aliens is. I can't really set these. I'm afraid they're set to just maybe this right
Oh my
hard.
god.
How will I ever find a gentleman who treat me like a fine lady?
That's impressive. That was impressive.
Listen, I was good at speed reading. What can I say?
Oh hey, Bugs.
Hey, I finally found something I'd love to do. Francie's Whippy Whip trip is gonna turn the art world on its head. I should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist, a really good portrait artist, not a loser after all.
And to be fair, I did remember a good some of the words in the old bag's dialogue, so that helped.
They wanted to put Old Bag in this game, but they didn't have. Oh, hold on, yeah.
Oh,
You did good. This is a great
This is a
picture.
really good one.
Yeah, I know, right?
God damn.
Damn, Franzi. Yeah.
Yo.
Hey.
Oh, this is so good.
But yeah, they actually did want Old Bag to come back, but they didn't have enough space, so they put her in the ending. And they actually wanted to give her like a little lei necklace to indicate that she was vacationing in Hawaii, but they didn't have enough space to store that.
Damn.
So.
Yeah, they after everything, they realized they had just enough room to squeeze Old Bag in for that sequence.
God damn.
So she's like the last thing they added. They also made Bikini short for to save memory.
Yeah. I think it was like they made a miscalculation on the storage, so they had less space so it turned out they had less space to work with, so they're like, oh shit, we gotta make her short or else she wouldn't fit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Okay, so what do you think? What do you think of the game?
Thoughts on the project? Thoughts on the project?
Man. Wow. Okay. Okay, let me just say, it was a wonderful experience being able to go through this game with all y'all, like offline, like the first game, right? It was really nice. Second game was definitely something to go for, and then like this third game really knocks it out of the park with like its stories and stuff. Like I honestly, like I felt the most engaged. Like all the logic was cool, and like all the twist and like oh my god, I'm speaking so generally right now, but I'm just like, there was something about this case in particular that was just hitting all the right notes. I mean, this is the kind of thing that you would want from like the third game of like, you know, like I don't want, like I don't want to make the reference to I won't get too much into it, but like this is the kind of thing I kind of wish Kingdom Hearts 3 was doing. Like they were making it work for a point, but this one hit the right notes with like bringing everyone back together to like create a narrative that actually works in the context of it. Because being able to play as Edgeworth for a while, fantastic. Getting to see Von Karma again was great. This entire setup of something that from the second game comes back to haunt you with the third game is fantastic. There was just a lot of right note, and there was just a lot of good stuff that was going on in this. This is a really stellar fifth case, and I want to say this one is, I want to say this clearly usurps like Justice for All's final case. It was pretty good.
Yeah. There's a reason everybody loved this case.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's usually top 5, if not top 3, if not number 1 for everybody.
Yeah, it's just, this one was just stellar. Like, I like the payoffs and everything. I love like the the logic leaps and like, well, not the logic leap. I'm trying to figure out the best way to word it. I love the narrative they constructed, like the puzzles we had to solve, the logic we had to, you know, like to comprehend. This was good. This was a really fun case. And honestly,
I will say, I think the mask case is probably the weakest part of the game, but it's still really good. Like this whole game is fantastic from start to finish.
Oh yeah. like, shit, like even like putting like the first and fourth case to tie it up to the last case, that's fantastic. That's a really good way to go about it. Like, instead of just having it be like a flashback that you also need to memorize in the same trial, it was, no, you've seen this and you've also seen this, so you have the context now. You just got to put it all together. I think that was really good.
Very
And-
smart of them.
Yeah. And I want to say, like, I feel like you could still get this context from a visual like, considering it being a visual novel, like, this game holds well. The dialogue is fantastic. Everything about it is great. I think it really made it such a fun experience to be able to do this with people, like, just voicing over it like it's like it was an audiobook, too. Like, I really appreciate that you guys went out of your way to like join me for that. Because
I've been wanting to do like something
I've
like
been
this
so
for a while.
excited.
I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. I've just seen like other people do it in their own groups. I'm like, I would love to do this. But I'm glad that I was able to do this along with you.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been the honor. The honor of all honors, honestly. I've had so much fun.
Ooh.
This honestly was this was a really good time.
All right,
Wow.
you're part of the cool club. All right.
Yeah,
Next is Great Ace Attorney,
I
right?
gotta wait. You could do Ace. Yeah, I guess that would be the next one you could do. Unless, so your options are you could do Taga next, which I would recommend playing both games back to back, because the second one does tie pretty heavily.
They're a pretty closely knit duology.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking I wanted to play Investigations on my own time.
That works too.
Yeah,
That works
Investigations,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Cause or if you wanna be more play something closer to the trilogy, you can play Investigations. Cause the nice thing about Taga is that it's pretty separate from the characters here. Like they'll make occasional references, but like other than that, like
It's its
Yeah.
own thing.
yeah, you can go into
Now, I have a question about your intended order.
Mhm.
Chronology order or release order?
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Do you want to go in the order that the games take place in the timeline, or do you want to go in the order that they were released?
Oh shit! I don't know. I figured at this point it'd be like
Because they're not one and the same.
Okay, well, I guess I need elaboration then. What would this mean in this case?
So if you were to do it in terms of timeline, Investigations would be next.
Mhm.
If you did release order, Apollo Justice would be next.
Oh, interesting. Is there a big discrepancy for release order? Perhaps.
No, you can do whatever you feel like.
I'm saying because I know there's been particular games, I know franchises, that if you go in chronological order, it will confuse you even more. Because when they used to do it in release order, that's when they started expanding more and more on the story. So I wouldn't want to go in. I wouldn't want to go in chronological order if it's gonna create some like doubts and like plot device conflicts. You know,
The others can answer this as well, but I don't think there's anything like that if you were to play Investigations next. I don't think you
Yeah,
run into
that
that.
should
No,
be
that
okay.
Investigations 1 and 2 are their own little story.
They might reference Apollo Justice since they released after, but it's like
No,
really
they
minor
don't.
things. Are you
I
sure?
don't think they.
I don't think they
not
do.
Not to my knowledge. I don't
Yeah.
think they do.
I can't remember. That's why I'm asking.
I don't, and I honestly at this point recommend
yeah,
like, you could
play
play those on your own time, anytime. Apollo Justice Trilogy we're getting down the line in 2024 probably at this rate,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then we have the like Investigations duology, which is really just one game, like one games 1 and 2.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that your best bet is probably the Investigations duology.
Mhm.
Then if the Apollo trilogy doesn't come out by that point, you can probably do the
Taga.
GAA trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to burn
Or
through
duology.
stuff. I won't.
Yeah, you're not gonna burn through it quickly, but like.
No.
Superstar says it's pretty minor references. I think they reference Rise from the Ashes more, so yeah, you should be okay. I would personally wait for the latter trilogy.
So don't play no games until Apollo. Okay.
No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying
No. Well, no.
We're
You
saying
I
you can
meant
play
like if you
Investigations
want to
and be fine.
play Apollo Justice, I would say wait for the trilogy for the
yeah,
latter.
don't like play Apollo
Oh, well,
Justice.
yeah, of
Dual
course.
Destinies,
That
and
was the
then,
game
like-
plan from the beginning. I'm not gonna try to play Apollo immediately. I'm just gonna wait for that trilogy.
Fantastic.
I'm not
Then we're good.
insane.
Yeah, but Investigations is a perfectly fine next game to go to.
Yeah.
that
Besides, what the hell am I gonna be able to? I have no means of getting that game anywhere else other than that trilogy at this point. So it's like, might as well just wait for the trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna.
Sorry, we're all on the same page. It's just late and I'm tired.
Yeah,
we're
I don't
not-
know. Yeah, no, in no way was I implying I'm gonna jump straight into Apollo. Where's the ROMs? No, I'm waiting
Yeah,
for that
get it on
trilogy.
iOS, bitch. You can get it on iOS.
And what?
Be on a-
Like, I'm
Actually, it does look pretty good on mobile. I have to admit.
Yeah.
not gonna, the Apollo Justice trilogy. Okay.
No, just Apollo Justice.
Oh, okay.
All three games are on iOS now.
Yeah.
They're just not a trilogy.
Mm-hmm. They're just as separate games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But buy the trilogy because I'm pretty sure you have to pay for each case individually when you pay on iOS.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I know, but still.
So yeah. So basically, just wait for trilogy as it should be. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's honestly the game plan, and that's what's going to be the game plan from the beginning. So, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else to know. Like,
Ooh, I'm very curious. Out of the 3 main prosecutors, who's your favorite?
I was gonna ask that.
fuck. I feel like I still feel like Edgeworth was a real fun entertainment, but like, it's hard for me because Godot was pretty funny.
Yo,
Like, Godot-
Pay, let's go.
Yeah, I know.
Aiden's real.
Real pain representation here. It's hard. Shit. I really like Godot's like a presence in this one.
Can I be real?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think that Godot is the best written one as a prosecutor and not as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Edgeworth takes a little too long to get good, as like to get fun, because like he's just kind of a bitch in the first case you fight him in. But Godot is just like straight out the gate. He's like a breath of fresh air.
I feel like that's the opinion I kind of go for because at this point I don't really see Edgeworth as a prosecutor anymore. I see him as
he's a homie.
Yeah, he's a homie now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just at first like we had to go like give him.
We had to
a bit of a
knock down
change.
we had to get rid of his brainwashing. Is all we
Man had
to
his
do.
bitch era and he's good now.
Yeah, we had to just get rid of his brainwashing bitch era. That's all.
So when you have Von Karma and when you have Godot, I'd say if Von Karma probably had one more case in the second game, I think there would have been some merit to calling her the best. But no, I think Godot's the best.
Godot is very tragically flawed in a lot of ways, and I think that really adds to his character.
Yeah.
It does.
I love him because he's so realistic because like I mean he admits like he could have just gone to Phoenix and just told them the whole plan and like he would stop, but like no, he didn't. Why? Because
pride.
His pride, and he wanted to prove to himself that he is capable of protecting someone because he failed to protect Mia.
He couldn't save Mia. so he
Even
tried
though
to save-
obviously extenuating circumstances prevented him from doing so, but he still feels like it is his fault.
Yeah.
Godot's very flawed. He's also this might be a bit of a strong word. He's kind of chauvinist, based on how
A bit.
we characterize him as that.
Yeah.
It's a big flaw, and I think it's an important part of his characterization because it's another way that he's flawed. But
Could you repeat that? You kind of did.
He's a
cut
bit
out.
chauvinistic.
Chauvinistic. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because like I guess when you all that pent up stuff, yeah, I guess it really just
Yeah, he has a very macho personality.
Yeah, he's too manly for his own good, which
Chauvinist. There we go. Thanks.
Chauvin. Oh god damn it. I mean, you know, coming from like the male perspective, yeah, I can definitely see where that comes from.
I didn't like how he talked to Franziska in that one interaction they had, but you know,
that was.
Yeah, I think I forgot. I had to check in the original, but I think in the original it was something more of like, it's more like of age, because like he thinks she's too inexperienced to handle something like this or whatever. But like I would still think it's still just as bad, I would say.
Between that and like him calling me a kid, and then like case 4.
Yeah.
It's also like
it's very much like male protector vibe in one way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta protect the girls.
Yeah, it's very there's something there's a very hyper masculine vibe about him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I honestly
appreciate that. I don't appreciate that kind of behavior, but I do appreciate that they wrote him that way.
Yeah.
Because I think it actually does add to his whole character and the flaws that he has.
Yeah. It's almost just like it was like also like a social commentary. It's like, are you really like? Can you really call yourself a man if you can't even defend yourself? Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you defend all these people, you can't defend yourself. Like, what is the point then? Like, I'm starting to get a bit of like that understanding of it. Maybe there's things I'm trying to figure out. I can't put it into words right now. I might need like a particular I don't know, say retrospective in order to figure that out, but we'll see.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Honestly, like, yeah. I think there's a lot that I need to like sit and soak in with on this. I honestly
Also,
what's up?
I can finally send you the bonus disc songs because they're covers of songs from Trials and Tribulations.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't send you the video because I was worried you would read the comments or something by accident and see something you didn't want to see because I didn't know it was in the comments.
Oh, okay. Not fair.
But I'll send that to you.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else to note? Oh, yeah, you know what? Okay, so I think I solidified my top 3. Gumshoe, Edgeworth. Ooh, Gumshoe, Edgeworth, and
A lot of heart. No,
at this point, Godot might take it, but like, I don't know. It's either him or Mo the Clown for 3rd place.
Mo is the sleeper choice for sure.
Yeah. I'll put I'll put Mo still above, but Godot is up there. He's up. He could definitely be top 3.
Mo gets such a bad rep, dude. I'm so happy that somebody else likes him.
Yeah, I mean, he was fine. He was funny. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no. In terms of this game, like, wow. Hold on. I feel glad that I got my ace badge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Welcome to.
Welcome, David. Welcome, David. Welcome, David. Welcome, David.
Oh my god. I think that about does it, huh? Is it like, I don't think there's anything else we could talk about, or?
Favorite case from each game, excluding like the final ones.
Yeah.
I guess.
Got it. Okay, so excluding finals, no finals. Got it. So,
yeah, because like obviously
they're the obvious choices in like every game.
Mm-hmm.
Turnabout Samurai.
Okay.
Let's see. Second game.
Second game was the Amnesia case, the Faye Manor case, the Circus case.
The fact that all I can remember is Turnabout Big Top, that's problematic. I think that I'll just put that in there because I honestly don't remember. I can't really recollect the other ones.
I mean, Fake Manor was based on
Mr. Wellington
accident.
loves large bananas is the first
Eeny
case.
meeny.
Yeah.
Eeny miny.
Oh, right. Eeny Meeny was a good. Oh, you know what? Okay, case 2 was pretty strong. I will admit. Case 2 was a nice one. Okay. All right. For the sake of not glorifying Turnabout Big Top, let's say case 2. So I want to say that one was called
Reunion and Turnabout.
Reunion Turnabout. Okay.
Reunion and Turnabout.
Reunion and Turnabout. So Turnabout Samurai, Reunion and Turnabout, and then
Either Phoenix Case,
Memory.
Turnabout Beginnings.
Oh, Beginnings, Stolen, Recipe, or Memories.
Recipe for Turnabout.
Ooh,
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Finally. Taste.
Yeah.
No bonjour.
Recipe for Turnabout was real fun. That like I'm still like I'm still thinking about that one. Cause yeah, there was just a lot of fun stuff going on in that one.
I love something that knows it's ridiculous and runs with it. Because the entire premise of that case is so stupid.
Yeah, so if people needed the visual context, so Reunion and Turnabout, which was this one, and then we'll head over to Ace Attorney, Turnabout Samurai for sure.
I love this art, but I hate how in the trilogy it just shows you the art, so it kind of already kind of spoils you in a way.
I mean, it doesn't really spoil. These don't spoil anything.
I think I miss the having be like, all right, you get rewarded with the
That's
art.
more of the bigger thing, like the fact that
I agree.
You complete the case. Here's some sick art.
Yeah, I think I would say it only becomes a spoiler if you start to overanalyze. I'm like, who's this lady? Why is she turned like a villain? You know?
Who's this menacing old man with a hand over edge?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
but-
like you could say that if you hyper analyze it, you know? It's just like, oh, this guy must be important. Well, he can only be one of so many things.
Real talk. For Turnabout Sisters, it doesn't matter too much because Turnabout Sisters is a how catch 'em. So.
It fucking tells you.
Yeah, it's a how catch 'em, so it doesn't matter.
And then like there's this one right here. Where it's like, oh, okay, that's pretty fucking obvious.
He's got
That's what Ash just doesn't really do
Edward
much anything.
in his hand.
Oh, you know, oh fuck me, I forgot about episode 5 too. Shit.
Oh yeah, I guess you kind of subconsciously dismissed that because we said no finales, but this one would be eligible for.
It counts.
I will say I enjoyed this one. I'll call this one a honorable mention because this one was a pretty fun one.
I too enjoyed Angel Star.
Yeah. That's
I
why
will
we're
say
here
the
for.
title card is the card art is kind of lame.
It is.
Yeah. Then again,
It's fine.
they probably did that because hey, wait a minute, these cover arts are too spoilery. Then again, you know, this could have been easily solved. It's like once you complete the case, the card flips over, and then you get like really cool
That's what they
covers.
used to do.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how they do it in the DS version.
So like, what you do not get the art until after you beat the case.
That's cool. Okay.
Well, Aiden, she does have big top energy,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that should be everything now. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We've been going for 7 hours.
We sure have. This is
Put
like,
this to a rest.
well then, everyone, that's Trials and Tribulations for you. I'd like to thank you all for joining me on this 7-hour experience. Rosie, Twi, Flagra, I can honestly not thank you enough for being part of this. This has been like, oh man, this has been such a fun little thing to go through. And I hope we do something of a bigger magnitude with more people just doing voices and stuff. Like, I just love this kind of idea. Yeah,
I
unless
want to do that. I want to do that.
I don't know exactly how we'd be able to manage it or get it organized, but I want to do it. I want to see it happen. It'd be cool. We need a smash or pass. I'll tell
Now
you.
we need a smash or pass just for trilogy.
I'll find one.
I'll tell you what. We'll figure it out like the next
we'll figure it out like later this week or something. Like, needless to say, this big project was what once every other day, basically. I'm probably gonna need a bit of a break, so expect some impromptu streams from here on out, everybody.
You went fucking hard on this series. Like,
Yeah.
you were all in on this, and it's really cool, actually.
It was cool to see, yeah.
I mean, what can I say? Like, when you get me hooked onto something, I'll just like latch on.
It's like, yeah, your enthusiasm was like electric for this. It made me super excited. I was like, hell yeah. When you moved this to Sunday, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be here. I was so excited.
I want to see the reactions. Yeah, reaction.
I guess that turned out for the better. Yeah. God, man. There was just something about this that's fun. Being able to like just go crazy with funny voices and stuff doing this, it's really fun stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what it kind of comes down to. I had an environment to mess around and enjoy myself, and honestly, I did. It was a good time. If I do stream this coming week, I will let you guys know via Twitter. I don't think it's really gonna be a proper. I'm basically gonna treat this like a break until I can figure I can figure another thing out or what I'm gonna do after. So Twitter will be the place when you probably would hear when if I do like a random stream or two again. Discord is also another place I put this stuff. That is 18 and over Discord. Feel free to put that down if you want to. Feel free to join in if you want to. Is it this one? Oh no. Why is it under wish list? Interesting.
Oh, that's the default. Yeah, it messes me up all the time.
Yeah. And there's also that throne stuff. Totally unnecessary, but I figured to just start throwing it out there nowadays. And then, yeah. That should be it. I don't know if there's any... Is there anyone on the Sunday night? There is. There is a few people. I guess the better question is, who do we send? Who do we throw this at?
Max Super Mario is streaming right now.
Seems like a cool guy.
They
Yeah, I
seem
love that guy.
nice. Oh, you know what? Why not? Let's throw it over her way. So I ended up like stumbling across this content creator one night. She was playing like Splatoon, just doing Salmon Run, and I was just like really entertained by her stuff. So I'm gonna send that raid over her way. Her name is Star_Liana. I'll send that raid over there to her. I think she's going to be a good time. She's currently playing something called Sky Children of the Light. Looks interesting. I think it would be something good to like chill out with too. Any raid message? Was there?
It's hard because you have to make sure you're not.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. You can't do a
spoilers.
spoiler-free one.
Oh yeah. What happened? We could just do what happened again then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's the better one.
I was thinking like we don't speak coffee knees or something like that.
Coffee knees?
Yeah, like because like Phoenix is like the rest of the court doesn't speak coffee knees. I thought that was funny.
Okay.
Like, what happened is also good. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Okay then, we don't speak coffee knees it is. So I'll go. Yeah, thank you, Aiden.
Delicious 3-day gravy. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We don't speak coffee knees. Whatever email that you wish. Please take care of yourselves. Hopefully this week is wonderful for you. Because like tomorrow's Monday, or it is Monday for you. Enjoy yourself. I hope your weekend's good. Let's let Ansem go ahead and take us out of here. Ansem broke again. I just hit the raid. Okay.